Hey guys, I am Katie from Mitza Creek Farm. Welcome back to the channel. It's a bit chilly out here today, but it is just hit 50 degrees in the high tunnel, so I am on my way down to work down in the high tunnel to start getting it cleaned up from growing over the summer. I've mentioned it in previous videos. We had a very rough end of summer and fall, and so we never got to clean up anything in there. So I'm gonna go down, enjoy this sunshine, and work and try to get as much done as possible today while we have the sunshine, because if it's sunny out, it is nice and warm in there. Feels like your own little sauna, summer oasis when you're working in there in the winter. There's a weird haze out over everything. No clue what's up with that. But I have to figure out how to get to the high tunnel. Let's see here. There's nothing over here. There, follow this path. So over the weekend, Beck had a basketball tournament out of town. So I took him to that, and Lily and Owen were here. And somebody from his team got injured. I had to go to the hospital on Sunday afternoon, so I didn't get home early enough to be able to work down here. Got home just as it was getting dark. So I'm going to try to do as much in there today as possible so that we can get caught up and get ready for spring. I am so grateful they snow blowed down here though, because it's like, oh, there is a path over there. The plow just, you can't see it from where the plow created a new bank. I didn't want to climb through there anyways, but we actually have a path that we can get to here now, where before it was like climbing through all of this just way too hard. So we got a path to the door, I think, almost to the door. Oh yeah, they even shoveled out the door. Awesome. This snow is really heavy and packed tight. It's like ice. So I'm hoping we have a few more days of sun before we get any more snow. See if we can get some of that melted down, because one good snowstorm could be a big issue with this. I brought my boots, but I'm not wearing them. It feels really good in here. When I left the house, it was 50.6, I think is what it said, degrees. And sunshine and no wind. It's perfect. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, I noticed there's a bunch of ice in the doorway, so I'm gonna get some tools and get that out so that I can shut the door really well. Keep some more of the heat in here during the day. And then I think I'm gonna start with organizing the electrical stuff that's all up here, and getting the pots and stuff all moved so that they're together to the back of the high tunnel. I remembered from when I was down here last time in the last video I shot that I wanted to get this cleaned out first so I could put all the pots and all of the trays and everything all nice and organized back here. So that is where I'm going to start instead of starting up at the front. It just makes sense so that when I come across stacks of pots, I can bring them back here and have them all nice set up, and then I don't have to keep stepping over them. I'm not quite sure if my video got it in frame, but I found a whole bunch of carrots. Look at this big, huge carrot. Nice. Still looks good. Still feels good. So does that one. are all the carrots that I dug up that are all still good. So I'm gonna wash those and I'm gonna bring those up to the house and wash those when I'm done here. But I got this all cleaned up here, and I got this row of peas taken down, and so I'm going to try to smush more in this bin, finish cleaning that up, and then start putting pots over here. These are some of the milkweed leaves that I let grow up every year, and there are tons of seeds on here. So I am going to, I have to start winding now because I have to go get back for an appointment, but I am going to go run up to the house and get a Ziploc bag and stick a whole bunch of those seeds in a Ziploc bag so that in the spring I can potentially plant the milkweed in like plants or in some open areas here in the high tunnel to attract some butterflies and that kind of stuff. It has worked really well having flowers and vegetables in here because it really gets a lot of pollinators in here. And during the really cold, yucky days, I notice a huge difference in here when we have tons of pollinators. There's hummingbirds, butterflies, bees, all that kind of stuff flying around. And so I want to mix in as many flowers as possible. So I'm going to save those seeds so that I can plant some for in the spring. And I'm just kind of winding down here. I have almost all the pots moved to the back. And I'm just kind of walking around and finding the loose pots everywhere. The next big thing I need to do is shovel out the double doors so that I can get the tub of stuff that I pulled up and bring it to the chickens and the burn pile. And but I'll do that in the next video. But then once I get that done and get that moved out of here, then I'll really have a lot of room to start moving stuff, and I'll be able to take all of the tomato plants and zucchini plants and get all those pulled out. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.